Hello, dear students of the third prep grade, and welcome to a new episode of our program. It's time for science, and on this episode, we'll be discussing and explaining Unit 2 entitled Light Energy with our teacher of science, Mr. Muhammad Mahmoud. Hello, Mr. Muhammad, and welcome to the program.
Hello, sir. Thank you.
If you saw us last week, we started this unit light energy. بدأنا في الدرس ده في الحلقة السابقة. هنراجع على الجزء اللي خدناه في الأول وبعد كده هننتقل لأجزاء جديدة. So, Mr. Muhammad, can you sum up the most important parts we discussed and explained on our previous episode?
Okay. Firstly, welcome, Yasser, and welcome, my dear students. We know, number one, what is meant by light reflection. Number two, we know the definition of first and second law of light reflection, and we know why light as angle of incidence, angle of reflection, incident light ray, and reflected light ray. Then we know the meaning of or the properties of the image in front of the plane mirror as at the mirror or as the mirrors at your home. The properties of the image as this image is upright or erect, equal in size, reversed يعني معكوس. At the same time, this image is virtual. And then we know we have two types of the mirrors, as we have a plane mirror and we have spherical mirrors, and we know that spherical mirrors are apart from hollow sphere, as concave mirror has internal reflecting surface of the sphere, or convex mirror has the external reflecting surface of the sphere. So we know the two types of the spherical mirrors, as concave and convex. And we know concave mirrors converge the light ray as concave mirror collect the light rays after reflection, while convex mirrors diverge the light ray or separate the light rays after reflection. And we know the main points in or the components of the spherical mirror as center of curvature, pole of the mirror, principal axis, secondary axis, radius, and focus with focal length. But today we have to deal with another concepts in our lesson today.
All right, so if I ask you about this part you just said,
yes,
give reasons. The convex mirror is called diverging mirror.
Convex mirror is called diverging. What is meant by diverging? Diverging, which means separate light rays after reflection. كلمة diverge يعني بيعمل separate، بيفصل. So convex mirror separate light rays after.
نقدر نقول حاجة زي
بيشتت separate the light rays after reflection. So any convex mirror is called diverging mirror. So here we have to mention the formation of the image through convex mirror. Dear students, here we know convex mirror used in the two sides car mirrors, as park mirrors, as train stations mirrors. اشمعنى convex? Because they form small and erect image to see all behind. اقدر اشوف كل اللي ورايا، زي اللي بنشوفها في الترين ستيشن، في البارك او الباركينج او ال two sides car mirrors. They are convex mirrors because they form small and erect images to see all behind. So
in general, when you look at a mirror, you see your image.
Yes, I see my image in the mirror. Why? Or maybe on the surface of the water, you can see your image, your face. Due to what? Due to light reflection. So here, dear students, if we take these questions as to refresh our mind in this lesson. Number one, as you see here in front of you, number one, when you look at the mirror, you see your image. As a question of Yasser بيقول لي هنا ليه بشوف صورتي في المراية؟ أقول له due to light reflection. So here we can explain the mention or the concept of light reflection. يبقى due to light reflection we can see our images in the mirror. Number 2, we have another question here as what the image formed by the plane mirror is virtual. Is virtual, which means what? As a question here, we answer according to virtual as or this image can't be received on the screen. يبقى أقول له this image can't be received on the screen. Okay, so any image is virtual. Virtual يعني وهمي مش حقيقي، يعني can't be received on the screen. Number 3, ambulance. As we see here, ambulance, word ambulance is written inverted or laterally inverted. Laterally inverted, not inverted, laterally inverted. هنزود كلمة laterally هنا. يعني معكوسة on the car. Why we write this word ambulance laterally inverted or reverse.
نكتبها or in a converted way.
Yes, يعني معكوسة. بتتكتب ambulance كده بس بتبقى معكوسة. Why? In order to read it correctly in the car mirror. عشان اقدر اقراها انا صح في مراية العربية بتاعتي. يبقى in order to read it correctly in the car mirrors. Okay? So we write ambulance as laterally inverted or reverse to read it correctly in the car mirror. Okay. We have here another give reason about the first part of our lesson as we took this part in the last week. أخذناه الأسبوع اللي فات. When light ray falls perpendicular, it reflects on itself. As this question we studied before in second prep, خدناه في تانية إعدادي قبل كده, and we have to answer it in the third prep. Why? أقول له because, yes, angle of incident equal angle of what? Of reflection okay, equal 0. So here we call what? Angle of incidence equal angle of reflection equal what? Equal 0. In this case only equal 0. Maybe angle of incidence equal 30 degree and angle of reflection so equal 30 degree. So in this case the light ray reflects on itself because angle of incidence equal angle of reflection equal 0. The fifth question بيقول لي the convex mirror is called diverging mirror while concave mirror is called converging mirror, and we know the answer of this question. Why? Because as we studied before, because convex mirror what? Separate light rays after reflection, while concave mirrors بيقول لي ان هي الكونكيف مالها converging يعني مجمعة. concave mirrors collect light or the light rays after what? Reflection. We should say after reflection because we talk about mirrors, not lenses or any other object. We talk about special optical devices here as what? As mirrors. So we say collect as converging and separate as diverging after reflection according to convex or concave mirrors.
So if I have a give reason for like this concave mirror is used for solar ovens.
Yes. concave mirrors used or are used in solar oven?
Yeah.
Yes. As we have another question, the same answer as your question. Here we talk about Romans use or concave mirrors to burn the sails of their enemies.
Yeah.
For question, يعني خدنا example.
Another version of the
yes,
question.
but at the same time, the same answer. Why we use concave mirror in solar oven? We use concave mirror as by Romans in ancient era to burn the sails of their enemies, because concave mirrors collect light rays after reflection. Okay, collect what? Light rays. We use concave mirrors in solar oven or in by Romans in other ancient era. طيب يبقى we have here the question of Yasser as Romans use the concave mirrors to burn the sails of their enemies, or use in solar oven. On the monitor please. هنا اهوت هقول له because the concave mirrors collect or converge light rays after reflection. يبقى هي عملت تجميع ليه، عشان كده بستخدمها in solar oven or in what, or in the by Romans in other as a historical device in war. Convex mirrors are used in the side scar mirrors. We know because convex mirrors form small and erect images to see all behinds. عشان اشوف كل اللي ورايا. By what? By convex mirror in the car park or in maybe train stations. So here, dear students, let's go to start with number one, the first case to mention or to explain the behavior of light through concave mirror. Number one, here we say the light ray falls parallel to the principal axis. If the light ray falls like that, parallel to the principal axis, in this case the light ray will reflect through what? Through focus. So here, if the light ray falls parallel to the principal axis, it will reflect through what? Through focus. So here we have to answer parallel to the principal axis. اقول له reflect through what? Focus. And we know focus is a point of collection or intersection of the reflected light rays. And we have another rule here to explain the behavior of the light through concave mirrors. Incident light ray passing through focus. So here we get the light ray as this light ray passes through focus like that, in this direction. Okay, so the light ray passes through focus. It will reflect, yes, parallel to the principal axis. So the first one and the second one are inverse to each other, عكس بعض. So here we can answer why it will reflect parallel to the principal axis. Okay. And we have the third rule here in our episode as incident light ray passing through center of curvature. As the light ray here passes through the center of curvature like that. Passes through center of curvature. In this case, the light ray will reflect on itself. And we know any light ray reflect on itself. Why? because angle of incidence equal angle of reflection equal what? Equal 0. يبقى reflect on itself. So we should remember the three cases here, dear students, to mention the behavior of the light rays through the concave mirrors. طيب, some students maybe ask me, يعني why we study these or these rules. يعني احنا بندرس ال 3 rules ليه؟ اللي هم number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1, incident light ray parallel to the principal axis reflect through focus. Number 2, incident light ray passes or passing through focus, it will reflect parallel to the principal axis. And number 3, incident light ray passing through center of curvature, although it reflects on itself. Why? Because we have some problems as here to mention the behavior of the image or the properties of the image in front of concave mirror. So dear students, we should mention the properties of the image in any position, and we know the properties of any image according to the position of the object in front of concave mirror. We know concave mirror. What is meant by concave mirror? Concave mirror as or any mirror has internal reflecting surface of what? Of the sphere. So we talk about concave mirror here has the internal reflecting surface of the sphere. So the image in most cases or most positions, the image is inverted. Maybe equal in size, maybe elongated or enlarged, maybe diminished or smaller than object, يعني مصغر. But most cases has what? Has inverted position, يعني upside down. So in this video we can mention the properties by the position of the image, the object. So here if you look at the this video, هنبص مع بعض. As you see here, we have a candle in front of the here we have concave mirror. زي ما انتم شايفين, the image here at the right side inside the mirror is what? Is inverted, يعني مقلوبة, الصورة مقلوبة. واحنا عارفين upside here we have pole of the mirror.
Upside down.
Yes, focus. As you see here, بصوا. If we make the image or the object more nearer to the concave mirror, we can see the image is inverted but magnified. بصوا. And we explain this by the three theories as we studied before. Light ray parallel to the principal axis reflect through focus, and another light ray passes through focus and reflect parallel to the principal axis. They the point of intersection is the point of the image. And we have another case. If we make the here the object at focus, يعني هنا no image. Imagine with me, you stand in front of concave mirror and you can't see your image. مش شايف صورتي في المراية وانا واقف قدام المراية. Why? Because here no intersection of reflected rays. No intersection of reflected rays. So in this case at focus, امتى? We have only one case, we have no image at focus. So we have another way. As you see here, no intersection. We have only one case, the image is what? Is erect, معدول. زي ما انتم شايفين الصورة معدولة. But magnified, مكبرة, behind the mirror as virtual. Virtual يعني can't be received on the screen. So, okay dear students, how can we explain the three theories, or the three points here, rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3, use them to explain how can we recognize the properties of the image. أنا مش عايز the properties of the object, and I need to know the properties of the image in front of concave mirror using rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3, or at least we use 2 rules from the 3 rules as we know. So the first problem here, the body at the distance more than focal length and less than double focal length. يعني زي ما انتم شايفين كده بيقول لي الاوبجكت more than focal length but less than double focal length. We can bring what as we see here. We can bring the protractor. اجيب البروتراكتور بتاعي اوكي وابتدي ايه احطه كده قدامي protractor, and by protractor we can draw the what the arc by protractor. As you see here we make arc like that. Okay, then we will remove the protractor away and we will use here the what the ruler. We can use what the ruler instead of protractor, and we can put how many equal distances by the ruler, by the what the ruler. يبقى انا هعمل equal distance from what to what. We have P here and here we have focus, here we have what we have center of curvature, but 3 are what are equal. لازم ال 3 points are equal, and then we put the principal axis by ruler like that. Okay, then we remove the ruler. احنا مش عايزين ruler خلاص. Okay, we know we need now what we need we need now the object at what at distance أقول more than focal length but less than double focal length. So here we have P, F and C. Object at distance more than focal length but less than double focal length, so the object between F and what and C here, the object. So we can apply rule number 1 as light ray parallel to the principal axis. We should use line from your copybook. لو سمحتوا نستخدم السطور بتاعة الكوبي بوك بتاعتنا to keep the parallelism. نحافظ ان هي تبقى parallel فعلا. Then this light ray will reflect through what? Through focus like that, and we will take another light ray from the head, passes through the focus. This light ray reflect what? Reflect parallel, as you see here, parallel to the principal to the principal axis. Okay. Then at the point of intersection of the reflected light rays, we have to draw the heads. عند the point of intersection of the light rays, we put the head. طبعا هنا we know we have concave mirror. So we put head like that. اهو الهيد كده, and the body like that. Okay. So we have here focus, we have center of curvature, and we have what? Pole of the mirror. So the image, as you see here, the image has some properties. Number 1, the image is what? Is inverted. الصورة مقلوبة. Number 2 is real, and we know real image can be received on a screen. ممكن استقبله على screen أو شاشة. Number 3 magnified, مكبر, أكبر من magnified or enlarged than the what? The object. يعني here if we measure the length of the image and the length of object, we can recognize the length of the image more than the object. Number 4, between what and what? Between F and focus and what? And center of curvature. لا اقول له لا, مش between focus and center of curvature, هقول له after center of curvature, لان هو طلع ظهر فين؟ after center of curvature. يبقى after center of curvature, يعني ظهر بعد السي, لان السي فين؟ اهي البوينت سي, center of curvature, هو ظهر بعديها, يعني after center of curvature. So we have another case. Body at distance more than double focal length. The same rule, the same steps, نفس الطريقة. By protractor. We will use what here? We will use the protractor. أجيب البروتراكتور and we use the protractor like that to draw the arc by protractor. Then we use here the what? The ruler to draw or to measure equal distances between what and what? Between pole of the mirror and focus and center of curvature, like that, by ruler. Here 0 centimeter, here 3 centimeters, for example, and here 6 centimeters. Put point like that, and point like that. Then we can put what? The principal axis. After we put the 2 points here, we can طبعا عندنا ال P, F and C. Object at distance more than double focal length after center of curvature، زي ما احنا متفقين بعد center of curvature. More than what? More than double focal length. نطلعه upward كده. We should use the lines of what? Of your paper, of your answer paper, to keep the parallelism, to keep what? The parallelism. Then the first light ray parallel to the principal axis. This light ray will reflect through focus. The second light ray passes through what? Focus, and it reflects how? Parallel to the principal axis, like that. As you see, we can mention the properties of the what? Of the image. The image here, the image is here at this point. يعني at the point of intersection, like that. So the image is here. As you see, the properties of the image is what? Image number 1 is inverted. ده مقلوبة برضو الصورة. Upside down. At the same time, the image is real. As we know, real can be received on the screen. Number 3 is diminished or small or smaller than object. مصغر يعني. Diminished or smaller than object. Number 4, between, yes, between F, focus, and what? And center of curvature. Between F here and C here as a focus and center of curvature. It's very easy to draw the image and to mention the properties of the image by using the 2 first rule of the behavior of the light rays through the concave mirrors. We have another one. Body at distance equal double focal length. طبعا by protractor, again we use the protractor here. Why? To draw just the arc. Just what? The arc. أهو protractor. The arc. Okay? Then we use what? Then we can use the ruler. جيب المسطرة بتاعتي وحطها and put 2 equal distances between what and what? Between the, here we have number 1, pole of the mirror. Number 2, focus. Number 3, what? Center of curvature. And by we can by ruler we can draw the principal axis. Okay? خلاص خلصتها. مش عايزها خلاص هي بعيدة. Then we should define or identify the back and front of the mirror by using this shade to mention the back and front of the mirror. We have P, we have F, and we have C. In this case, the object at distance equal double focal length. Double focal length. At what? At here, at center of curvature. At what? At center of curvature, because center of curvature here equal double focal length. We can take the first light ray parallel to the principal axis, as you see here, and this light ray will reflect through focus, as you see, like that. And the second light ray will pass through what? Through focus and reflect how? Parallel to the principal axis, like that. Okay. In this case, the only one case, the image at the same distance as the object. The image at center of curvature. The image equal to the object in size. يبقى number one inverted. ومقلوبة الصورة مقلوبة لسه inverted. Number two real, because we know real can be received on the screen. Number three equal in size. And number four at center of curvature. So if the object at center of curvature, the image at center of curvature. What is meant by center of curvature here? As double focal length. Using the two rules, first and second rule, to draw the object by draw the image by the properties of the object. We have another one. Here the body is very far. Very far. We need to know the position. عايزين نعرف مكانه فين. طيب احنا عارفين البروتراكتور، مش هطول عليكم بقى في البوينت دي خلاص. نجيب البروتراكتور the shaded area, and by ruler we can use to draw the principal axis, but we should determine what the number one pull of the mirror here, number two focus, number three center of curvature. The two distances here are equal. يعني from F to P equal from F to C. We should remember this fact. The object is very far. Very far. يعني ايه very far؟ يعني we can't draw the object. مش هنرسم الobject as sun rays. In this case we can draw two light rays like that. الكيس دي بس. Okay? The two light rays will reflect, as you see, number one like that and number two like that. So can anybody from in front of the TV screen now can tell me the size of the image? أقول له الobject is very far. Very far. أقول له yes. As the sun. زي الشمس. The sun in this case as spot. الشمس كلها هتتحول لبقعة. Spot light. Okay? So here the image is what? Number one is inverted, is erect. اقول له لا مش عارف، ما هو هنا intersection here. اقول له in this case the image is dot. Number two at what? At focus. Okay? Number three طبعا real. عرفت منين انه real؟ واحد يقول لي how come we know any image is inverted is real. Why real? Because this image is formed due to what? Intersection. اهو intersection of reflected light rays. So the image here is what? Due to what? Intersection of reflected light rays. So the image here is what? Is real. يبقى أي intersection of reflected light rays, the image is what? Is real. We have only one case here as the body at distance less than focal length. In this case we can use rule number one by protractor. تاني معلش عشان نفهمها أسرع. تمام؟ يبقى number one by protractor to draw the arc. Okay? Then we use what? The ruler to draw two equal distances by ruler. From P to F equal from F to C. Then we know 4 centimeter or maybe 3 centimeter and 3 centimeter. And then we determine P, F and C. In this case the object at distance less than focal length. يعني between P and F. Okay, we put the object. Then we can use rule number 1. يعني الأوبجكت هنا between F and P لأنه قال لي less than focal length. Okay. So the first light ray parallel to the principal axis, and we know any parallel light ray parallel to the principal axis, it will reflect through focus like that. Okay. How can we deal with rule number 2? Rule number 2, light ray pass through focus. طب الفocus here is behind the object. الفocus بقى في ظهر الأوبجكت. So we will use rule number 3. Light ray will pass through what? Through center of curvature. يبقى from the head here we can put light ray, as you see here, passes through what? The center of what curvature. And we know any light ray passes through center of curvature, it will reflect on itself. So no intersection of reflected rays. الاتنين ما تقابلوش reflected light rays. So in this case, only in this case, we will take an extension by ruler. Extension by ruler. And here extension like that. And at the point of intersection of extensions, we draw the head, so the image is here. And the image, as you see, is number 1, erect. And any image is erect is what? Is virtual. Number 3, magnified, مكبر. Number 4, behind the mirror. Behind the mirror virtually. ها. Number 4, behind the mirror virtually. تخيلين مفيش حاجة ورا المراية طبعا احنا عارفين يعني. So the image here is what? Is erect. Virtual. Why virtual? طب انا جاوبها ازاي virtual دي؟ Virtual because is formed due to intersection of extensions of reflected rays. And we can here differentiate between virtual and what? And erect. Virtual and real. So virtual, which means يعني can't be received on the screen. Okay? Can't be received on the screen because it's formed due to intersection of extensions of reflected light rays. And real, which means can be received on the screen. يبقى here we can make a deal or comparison as virtual here, virtual image, and real image as a small comparison. Number 1, real virtual image is erect. بيبقى upright معدول. Real image is inverted. الصورة بتبقى مقلوبة. طيب. Number 2, virtual image is أقول له can't be received on screen. انما real image اقول له لا, real image here can be received on a screen. يبقى هنا real image اقول له ايه؟ can be received on the screen. لو جينا بقى هنا to explain why, اقول له because virtual image can't be received on the screen as an answer of give reason, because it is formed due to intersection of extensions. في extensions في الموضوع of reflected rays. انما لو جينا نتكلم على ال real image اقول له formed due to intersection of reflected rays. على طول يبقى هشيل كلمة ايه؟ extensions. In what? In real image. So here, dear students, we can differentiate between virtual image and real image. Okay, we have some questions to deal with these types of lessons. As a question number 1, complete the following statements. Phenomena of returning back of the light when it falls on a reflecting surface is called what? This phenomena is called light reflection. The second one, straight line that joins the center of curvature and the pole of the mirror. This straight line is called principal axis. Number 3, mirrors are what surface of light, and they are what and what? Reflecting surface. Yes, yes, sir. يبقى reflecting surface. And they are what and what? Here we have two types of mirrors as spherical mirrors.
Plane.
Yes, spherical mirrors and plane mirrors. Okay, as you see, dear students, here we have to identify the types of mirrors, عشان sometimes some students say types of mirrors are concave and convex. No, completely wrong. We have two main types of mirrors as spherical mirrors and plane mirrors. The spherical mirrors are classified into two other types as concave and convex. يبقى نخلي بالنا. We have two main types of mirrors as spherical mirrors اللي هي part of hollow sphere and plane mirrors. Number 2, plane mirrors, we know, we deal with them every day from the beginning of your day to the end of your day. But we have another type as a spherical. These spherical mirrors are classified into concave and convex mirrors. Okay?
Can I ask you give scientific
term?
Yeah?
Yes, I can answer orally.
Orally, yeah, orally.
Yes,
Just
okay.
orally. Okay. Angle of incidence equals angle of reflection. What is this?
Angle of incidence equal angle of reflection, which means the first law of light reflection. We studied before in second prep the two laws of light reflection. Number 1, angle of incidence equal angle of reflection. The first law of light reflection.
Okay, the light ray that falls on reflecting surfaces.
Light rays falls on reflecting surfaces is called what ray? Falls. So this is called incident ray or incidence ray.
Yeah,
so
ray.
Because it falls on the surface. Yes.
Yeah, okay. The change of direction of light ray in the same mediums.
In the same medium, which means reflection. Because we have another concept in the next lesson as light change its direction between the two different media as light refraction.
Yeah.
But here the light
reflection
bouncing off or returning back in the same medium, light reflection.
Yeah, okay. A mirror which gives a virtual, erect, and equal in size image for an object.
حلو. Mirror, equal in size, virtual, and erect. We have only one mirror can give you these properties, and we studied before in the previous episodes. We know the plane mirror. Any plane mirror, المراية العادية اللي عندنا. Make your image is number 1 erect, صورتي بتبقى معدولة. Number 2 equal in size, the image in the mirror equal to my body in size. Number 3, the image is what? Is virtual, because it can't be received on the screen, not real image. And at the same time is reversed, because if you raise your right hand, your image صورتي هترفع the left hand according to other position.
Yeah, a straight line connecting the center of curvature of the mirror and any point on the surface besides the poles of the mirror.
Here we talk about any straight line connects between the center of curvature and any point on the mirror, except pole of the mirror. So we talk about what? We talk about the secondary axis. The secondary axis, because principal axis, it is the straight line connects between center of curvature and pole of the mirror. We have only one principal axis, and we have infinite, unlimited, millions of secondary axes. This is a give reason, yes, also.
Yeah.
At the same time, because we have only one principal axis, because it has only one straight line connects between the center of curvature and pole of the mirror. But at the same time, we have unlimited or infinite number of secondary axes, because it is straight line connects between center of curvature and any point on the mirror, except or beside the pole of the mirror.
What about the distance between the pole of the mirror and its focus?
Okay, you call here the first word is what?
The distance.
Distance.
Yeah.
If we have distance, we have two concepts. We have two terms. Maybe radius, maybe focal length. But Yasser said distance between pole of the mirror and focus. So we have focal length. Maybe distance between focus and the center of curvature is called focal length. But we have another term as distance between center of curvature and any point on the mirror. This is called radius. It's called radius. And we know radius equal double focal length.
Yeah. What about the image formed by the convex mirror or by the concave lens? Let us say the convex mirror, okay, can't be received on the screen.
We know can't be received on the screen because it's virtual. And we just, from a few minutes, we make a comparison between real and the virtual image. Virtual can't be received on the screen because it's formed due to intersection of extensions of reflected rays. I have some questions related to these points on the monitor. بيقول لي the spherical mirrors are a part of what, and they are what or what. بيقول لي the spherical mirrors are part of hollow sphere. مش هو بيقول لي spherical يبقى hollow sphere. And they are concave or convex. Okay, convex mirror, what the light اقول له diverge يعني بتشتت or separate يعني. Concave mirror converge the light. Okay, next question بيقول focus is a midpoint between what and what, and we know focus is a midpoint between pole of the mirror and center of curvature. Okay, another one as write the scientific term angle of incidence equal angle of reflection. We know first law of light.
احنا نلبس